Thank you, Coach. From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Miami Dolphins. Josh Lambo now ready to put this one in the air. And we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
Let's go now, let's go now, let's go now. 30 pace, let's go. Hey, let's go, let's go. It's time to crack. On the ball, on the ball, on the ball. Ready, go.
Now a handoff working right. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Second and 10.
They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on second and 10.
Bravo. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
Second and 10. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
64, weak. Check, 59. Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. All right, who we got? Zoom, fellas, let's go. Say. H328. Ready.
On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. But he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Check 99.
Now they try the right side here. And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a first and 10 at the 42-yard line. Operating from the gun, Franks. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A Miami first down and a 14-yard pickup.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here, too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. DeAndre Carter, 28 yards. And the Dolphins take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
twist. Watch the twist.
On 1st and 10, Fields. Flushed out right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off at the 19. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
Matchbox, right. Mike, check. 59.
Looking to throw. Franks. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 44.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down. Right back to him on first down. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Back to throw. Franks. This will be caught inside the 10. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run. Big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
He's taken out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Got it. Grace don't travel. I got it.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player. You threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and goal.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
With the score, Dolphins 7, Jaguars 0.
They come out here in the I. They've gotten it to the 1. Can they get that final yard here on 3rd and goal?
Kill. Wide. Get wide. Let her.
They'll try to run this one in. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So on 4th down, Dolphin kicker Jason Sanders comes on. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. The kick by Sanders is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So it's an old-school extra point that counts 3 times. It's certainly a disappointment they weren't able to get it in the end zone.
Yeah, I can just imagine post-game, head coach looking at the box score, 19-yard field goal, grimacing a little bit, but having to realize that at that moment, getting 3 points was vital. Go ahead and get the points, put them on the board.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
To throw on second down, Fields. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Shaquill Griffin with a pick. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation. But sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike, 64. Weak. Exit. Every day. Any day. Rush in. Rush in. Rush in. Mike Parker. Ready.
Off the play fake. Franks. And he rifles one incomplete. Devontae Parker was the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Chopper, chopper. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's off. Mike's 59. Mike's 59. You remember me? You remember? Pat.
To throw again. Franks. Escaping the pressure right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Topper. High 7. Let's go. Check 59. Mike is 59.
From the gun, Franks. And the throw there going to be incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Go, go. Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go. Mike Delta. Mike's 59. Go.
On 4th down, Franks. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs.
Push him back. Push him back. Hatchet. Go, go. Big ass, big ass, big ass.
They run on 1st down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. And on the stop defensively, Raekwon McMillan.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Yeah. Cover it. Man left, man left. Hey, we got 4 down.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Fields. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
Throwing to start the drive. Franks eluding the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
I'm here all day. I'm here all day. Smoke, 59. Mike, ready. Mike to 59. Yo. Ready, go.
Throwing again. Franks to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You don't want to throw away this excellent field position, but that's 2 incomplete passes in a row. Definitely need something big here on 3rd and 10.
Conversely, defense has done a good job on 1st and 2nd down. The coverage has been draped. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Hey, it's just me and you. Box try. It's just me and you. 59's Mike. Check. 59. And go.
Looking to throw. Franks. And he's got his tight end, Gesicki, in the end zone. Touchdown, Dolphins. Mike Gesicki there to make the grab. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Sanders on for the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that one carries out of the side of the end zone here. So it's a touchback and bring it out to the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. Here's 2nd and 8. He's going to look deep down the field. It's caught inside the 25.
That's it, baby. We don't run.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. On first down, Hubbard down the numbers. There he goes. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A 21-yard touchdown run as they are now on the board here in the first half. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now he's going to go up top over the middle. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. Well, you got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
It's 3rd and 10.
I got it. 59's Mike. 59's Mike. Check. 59. Here we go. Check 59. Mike is 59.
On third down, Franks. He rifles one that's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
So the first thing that crossed my mind is, why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the Dolphins' 17-yard line.
Looking to throw on second down. Fields, flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. That one complete. He finds Shark. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. We knew he was close to the line of scrimmage, and they say he stepped over.
Well, when you see him in that position, you think he's become a runner. As a DB, you start to react towards the line of scrimmage. They can often throw it over your head.
From the gun on third down, Fields. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Will Fuller, as the first half is winding down, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
The Dolphins take over the 3rd and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready, set.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
He's out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Sanders' kick is good. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now a run on 1st down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And now it's 2nd down. Off play action. Fields trying to lay one up deep. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
But it's not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete. But you're right, hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Fields. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And this is caught at the 20. And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 43 yards. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9 now. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. They'll get to him just inside the 15-yard line. And even after that fancy footwork we saw, a good job defensively to recover.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Call it a 40-yard pickup, but it leaves him a few inches short here on 4th down. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down.
Check 31, check 31. Check 3, check 3.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And Lambo will put this one through, and that cuts the lead down to just 3, 20-17. So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
Stand
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super tough.
Now a handoff looking right. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and just like that, it's